Good morning, everyone. This is Dave Wellman, Director of Communications for the Northwest Indiana Regional Development Authority. I'd like to welcome everybody today. Thank you for taking the time to join us here. In the interest of respecting everyone's time, I'd like to get the meeting started. I'm not positive if we have a quorum to officially elect a chair today, but let me move on to the roll call. And we'll start there if you have no objections, Mr. Hollenbeck. All right, hearing none. Let me go through our list here today. Mr. Harris, are you present?
I am. Good morning.
Excellent. Good morning. Mr. Poland?
I am here.
All right. Mr. Reed from East Chicago. All right, has not been able to join us. Mr. Kingen from Ogden Dunes. Mr. Barry. Mr. Cherry. Mayor Angie. I know Tim is not able to join us today. Mr. Thompson from Valpo.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Gardner.
I am here.
Thank you. Mr. Benson.
I'm here.
And Ms. Watkins.
I'm here.
That does give us a bare, let's see, does it?
Well, Brian Poland said he was here, but
Yes. So I think that does give us a quorum. So we can move on to the first order of business, which would be the election of a chair for 2025. I will temporarily hand the gavel over to Mr. Hollenbeck to call for the votes.
This is Jeff Benson, and I nominate Chris Harris.
Okay.
I would second that nomination. This is Chuck Gardner.
All right. All right. Well, if there are no further nominations, then nominations would be closed, and I'll go through the roll call again. We'll start we'll start the opposite direction here with Miss Tammy Watkins. How do you vote?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Mr. Benson.
Yes.
Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Poland.
Yes.
And Mr. Harris.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Harris, you have been reelected as our chair for the 2025 season here. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate the nomination and the votes. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. And that would then take us to our first order of business, which would be the approval of the minutes from the November 13th meeting.
Jeff Benson makes a motion to approve the minutes as presented from November 13th, 2024.
Is there a second?
This is Chuck Gardner. I would second that motion.
All right. Motion second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay. Opposed? Yep. Motion carries. All right. If there's no objections, I can move forward with a quick update on where we stand on the rail projects. All right. First off, on the Westlake corridor, we continue to make slow but steady progress here. The design is up to 96% complete right now. Train signals and operating systems remain in progress. The design of the last bridge is complete, as the approval has been received from CSX. With the exception of that bridge and the Main Street underpass, the Munster Dyer Station, the civil work is mostly done. Track work is largely done. Catenary system installation is nearly complete. The final paving of the Munster Dyer Station lot will occur in the spring. Construction overall is about 88% complete. And we're still on target for completion this year. The still current date is for revenue service start is May 1st. However, that bridge construction may delay things into the summer at this point. So, but NICD keeps working with the contractors to try to hustle that project along. Any questions?
Nope, good work.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah. And then on Double Track, again, you know, as we all know, that opened up in May of 2024. This is largely complete. Most of what is everything that's left basically can be attributed to the parking garage in Michigan City. That was scheduled initially to open in February this month. It's been now pushed back to next month, but that's still expected to go off pretty much as scheduled. And we should be largely complete with this project, and we continue to be really proud of it. And NICD continues to work to optimize the schedule and get everything settled back down into something that's satisfactory for both the railroad and for the ridership. So, any questions there?
Nope, again, good job.
We'll go on. And then a quick update on our existing TDD boundaries. I don't know. I know Aaron is on the call. So Aaron, I don't know if you want to jump in here, or I can just keep going. Up to you.
I'd be happy to give a quick update. So thanks to the officials for towns of Beverly Shores and Pines, we had our engagement session and have closed our comment period as of the end of January. So we are moving forward with both towns, and Dave Woman and AJ Bittner will be setting up a meeting amongst the RDA, their consultant team, and the towns to confirm the boundaries. And then we're off to the races. So we had positive feedback from the community, from the councils on the process, and appreciate those that attended the meetings, as well as got the word out there. With Valparaiso, Bob, I know you're on the call. AJ is going to be reaching out to set up a meeting amongst our team, you and George, to continue the conversations around a potential Valparaiso TDD boundary. And then on South Bend, AJ will be reaching out to Bill Shalliel, as well as the folks at City of South Bend and St. Joe County, so Economic Development County and City. We have met with the Airport Authority and understand a little bit more about some ongoing economic development planning they're doing, which will inform hopefully a future boundary. So stay tuned on those last two. And the first one, we got good momentum.
And speaking of, here's a quick look at the boundary post engagement session.
That's correct. So you can see up on the screen, it's a 233.2 acre boundary. 100 of which is in Beverly Shores, where the station proper is, and then connected to the town of Pines. There's an additional 120 acres. And there really haven't been a lot of changes to this boundary based on the public input, other than there was a small leg of the boundary that connected to the lakefront. We've walked that back based on comments from Beverly Shores Council. Another next step here is the RDA will be reaching out to City of Michigan City to start having conversations with them as well about potential to extend sewer now that this boundary is drafted and will be advanced this year.
Thanks, Aaron. Any questions?
My only question is, can I get a copy of the slides of this?
Yes, not a problem. I can send that out after the meeting.
Thank you very much, David.
No
Same
problem.
here too, David. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Just make a quick note of that. And then one further note on activities within our transit development districts. Michigan City had an announcement about a month ago. They had some responses to an RFP for the old hospital site, and they got, I believe, like 9 responses to their request for proposals. And so they're looking at a $200 to $300 million development. at Fifth and Pine with at least 500 apartments and a grocery store. So, and they're looking at, something that would spark even more development in downtown. This would be in the Transit Development District. So we're really excited about this announcement. Hopefully the project comes together. If it does, it's going to push the dollar value of projects currently going on in our TDDs upwards of 700 million, somewhere in that range. And that doesn't count the one that Aaron reminded me about earlier today, the chocolate factory project in Portage. So we're probably rapidly moving toward more like 800, 900 million, when all is said and done. So seeing this development really start to happen is really gratifying for us. So that is our update here for this quarter, and I would like to open the floor to any comments from our committee and any updates from their communities in terms of what's going on. So we open the floor up for comments.
I'll kick it off. I had the opportunity to meet AJ Bittner, supporting economic development with the RDA, to discuss in more detail development opportunities within our transit development district. And I'm very excited to work with him, understanding how we could right size development for the city of Gary and also offer our small businesses an opportunity to benefit within our transit development district boundaries. So developing a process and how that works, and how we could work with our redevelopment commission and the RDA to be in sync with the tools that are going to be available for future RFPs or requests for interests. So definitely excited to be working more intimately with the Regional Development Authority with coming up with a process for our redevelopment commission to leverage these financial resources.
Thanks, Chris. And on behalf of AJ, he apologizes for not being able to be here today. He was originally intending to be part of today's meeting, but he's at IUN now, giving a presentation in Sherry's stead because Sherry had to go to Indianapolis today. So we've had a little bit of a shuffle around, but he will be here next quarter, and obviously he's available as a resource to anyone or any of our communities, as needed. Just give him a ring. He'll be happy to help.
This
The
might
other
also
thing
be.
I'll add,
Oh, go ahead, Aaron.
yeah, I was going to say the other thing I'll add, since AJ is not with us, is if he has not reached out to you yet, he will. AJ's goal is to have a sit down with each of the communities that either has a TDD or has the potential of a TDD. So if you haven't heard from AJ, you will hear soon.
Thanks, Aaron.
Well, and I guess that's a little bit what I was going to say. I know we've had preliminary discussions with AJ. I do think we need more education about the TDD in Munster, and the more that we can, in the packet it was called the road show or whatever it is, but certainly the more education that we can get on different types of funding or opportunities or just ways to look at the TDD, I think is going to be much appreciated. So whatever I can do to help kind of clarify what the town of Munster is looking for, but we are looking for more education and more workshops that at least the council can be aware of, but maybe even some more just general sessions too. So whatever I can help with, or again, our planning director has had a number of conversations with AJ, but whatever I can do to help, let me know also.
I will flag him on that, Chuck. Thanks. Anyone else with questions or news to share?
Hey, Dave, it's Nicole Barker at NICD here. Just wanted to say hi. I haven't had time to do double check to join these meetings, and I'm looking forward to hearing how things are progressing moving forward on these TDD calls. So if anybody has any questions for NICD, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Nicole.
Well, if there are no other comments or questions, I will turn it back over to our new chairperson, Chris Harris. Chris, you want to gavel us out?
Sure, make a motion to adjourn our February 12th, 2025 Transit Development District Committee meeting.
Second.
All right.
All
So
right.
moved.
So moved. All right. Well, thanks everyone, and we will see you on May 14th.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Thanks, everyone.
Valentine's Day.
Thanks.
Take care.